Hello, welcome. A Sunday stream, bit different, doing it on a Sunday. Amelia's out with her granddad. It's just me and Tash. So I thought I'd jump on and play some trains. And we'll see what's up. We'll see how we get on. Just waiting for the passengers to load. Let's get the headlights on. Everything is ready to go. We are in the Class 700. We've got a 465 sat at the platform there. We are in this one. And I believe we're going all the way to Raynham. 49-minute service. Tend to close the doors about 30 seconds before departure, as is standard on British Railways. We're in Class 700 037 today. Give it some power. Our first stopping location is Stone Crossing, platform 2. Like I say, we're going all the way to Raynham on this local service on Southeastern. And then once we've done that, we'll jump on to East Coastway. With a train that has now gone off to the scrap heap, the Class 313. We can increase our speed here. I've got the safety systems turned on. AWS is pinging away. As we pass over the magnet, you'll see that bit there light up. These don't work. Usually camera screen. Thank you for the follow, Crashy Harry. Thank you. Appreciate it. And a first time chat as well. Hello. Thanks for joining. We're on the Class 700 on Southeastern high speed. We're doing a local service to Raynham. We need to think about slowing down. You're welcome. You're very welcome too. We've got the My sound's acting up then. Class 465 coming past there. That's quite loud. That sounds like the door's open or something. It's not. That was quite loud. I need to slow down a bit more. A bit more braking. You want to aim to be hitting the leading edge of the platform there, around about 25 miles an hour. We just ease off the brakes a little bit now. ...140 yards to the stopping point. Just ease off the... Oh, let's increase the brakes rather than eased off. We'll give it a bit of power. We'll pull forwards a bit more. Hi Dog Fan 2023. Thanks for joining. Somehow we're already a minute late. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. That's not bad. That's not a bad stop. Hey Dog Fan. Oh, Dog Fan is Dougie, isn't it? Yes. Hi Dougie. Hope you're alright. I'm just going to adjust my chair a little bit. There we are. And we depart here. I'm going for Green Hive, for Blue Water. Shopping centre, I think the shuttle bus that goes between the station to the shopping centre itself. 0.8 miles for that one. I do use a keyboard. Some of you have seen the customised keyboard that I use. You do use a keyboard for most of the controls, so I'm not having to look around the cab quite so much. Just come off the brakes a little bit. Got another Class 700 pulling away, or coming in on the other platform. Just wait for the passengers to load. I hope everyone's alright anyway. Thanks to those of you who are new and following. It means a lot. Only a small channel, but we're building the follower base fairly steadily. I wouldn't say quickly, but steadily. Right, there we are. Let's give it some power. Swanscombe is the next stop. There are a few people watching, which is good. If you played this game, if you've got a favourite route, a favourite loco, let us know in the chat. Need to apply a little bit more braking. Came into that one a bit quick. Might be alright actually. We're a little bit short of our stop markers, but we're on the platform. The passengers can get off. That's what counts. We are 2 minutes late. We need to make up some time somehow. I'm going to give it some full power. Get this train moving. Got the HS2 international line there that we're passing over. Too much braking. Probably braking too heavily, which is why we are falling short of the stop marker. Let's just edge forward a little bit. That's helpful. There's a tree in the way. Our next stop is Gravesend. Let's have a look at our little timetable thing, or schedule. Gravesend, Higham, Strood, Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, Rainham. Those are our stops. That's on that. And 395 there. AWS is now telling us to slow down. That's a better stop. It's closer to the stop marker. We've got a custom livery 395 coming in. One of mine. One of my old SCR custom liveries. Needs updating, to be honest. Have I not opened the doors? Yes, I did. We have to wait. Next stop is Higham, 4.4 miles. Not doing too badly. Just give it a little bit more power so we can try and stay on time. Oh, alright, I appear to have jumped off my own chat now. Sound the horn as we pass through Who Junction. A couple of 66s. If you haven't done any 66 services on this route, I highly recommend them. They're a lot of fun. The next stop is Strood, and we have got that 15 mile an hour speed limit to make sure we come down in speed. There have been times that I've forgotten and I've gone flying around that bend. Hello Vixie the Cute Fox, thanks for joining. Just ease off the accelerator now. The throttle, or whatever you want to call it. The one that makes it go. Do need to slow down to 15 in preparation for stopping at Strood. Quite why they built a train station on a massive bend. There's the AWS kicking off. We are going way too fast. Leave the braking at around about that mark and we should get down to 15 before we hit the marker. Looks alright, we'll leave it there. That'll take us down to 15 naturally now, and then we can just go around the corner. Into Strood. Got a class 465 and a class 395 in the station on the other platforms. Quite a busy 395 by the looks of it. Let's just give it a little bit of power. We are going uphill. There is a guard's buzzer on this, but it's more of a signal bell than anything. It's just there. As I said before, I do use a keyboard for most of the controls. A controller for the throttle and the brakes, and for looking around. But most of the other bits and pieces I do off the keyboard. It does make it a lot easier. Right, we're ready to depart. We need to watch our speed here because we are still restricted to 20 around the corner, and then once we get onto the bridge we're restricted to 30 through Rochester, and then we can increase again once we get past that. Is he 375, is it? We are going a bit quick. Or we were. And the speed increased, so we're alright. We're just waiting for the passengers to load. Still waiting to see if anyone mentions what their favourite train is, or their favourite route for the game. You're all very quiet in the chat. I don't know where the chat is. It's frozen again. Let's have a look. Lock the doors. Come off the power. It seems to be that my Twitch has frozen, so I can't see the chat. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We have to chat back. There we are. Or at least on my end, chat's back. Can't see what anyone said in the last 5 minutes though, if anyone said anything. So yeah, again, Tees Valley line. That's a good shout. I think you mentioned that before. Tees Valley line. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm very tempted to run that instead of East Coast Way, to be honest with you. Maybe we'll get some classic diesel action going instead of some electric multiple units. We can always do the 313 later, or another day or something. Let's have a look. We'll see how we get on. Any particular unit loco on the Tees Valley line? You got a favourite loco? See, we're still reduced to 30 until we get past Chatham. And to those familiar with the game, Chatham is the home of Dovetail Games. Huh? Chatham. I think it's Chatham actually. It's Chatham, but I think they pronounce it as Chatham. Someone will correct me, I'm sure. It probably is Chatham. Yeah, it could very well be Chatham, and I've been saying it wrong this whole time. I still catch myself saying Rochester, and it's not Rochester, it's Rochester. There we are. So, Dog Fan, you said Tees Valley line. Has anyone else got a favourite route, loco, etc.? We can have a look. We might change up the schedule slightly. We were going to do East Coastway after this one, but I think we might do some Tees Valley line with a bit of diesel action. I stopped. Why 15 yards? So, for some reason the game has not registered that I stopped at the station. Whether it's because we are 15 yards off the marker, or what, I am not sure. We'll edge forwards and see if that does something. Normally you can stop. Yeah, for some reason the stop marker didn't register and didn't trigger, so often you can be 100 yards off and it will go, yep, you're at the station, I'll open the doors and whatever. Not always. For some reason on this one you have to be dead on. So yeah, Dog Fan 2023 is the only one that has mentioned BR Class 37. That is a solid choice, one of my favourites. Okay, we'll run a BR Class 37 on Tees Valley line after this then. We'll scrap the 313 as they have been scrapped in real life, and we'll run that another day, or we'll see how time is doing and we'll make a decision. I've done the doors. Can we? Can't decide whether the doors are open or shut. Right, okay, we're done. We can go. BR Class 37 is the next one that we'll do. Yeah, that is a solid choice. So there are a few of you here. It'd be good to hear from somebody else as to their favourite route and loco. Is that your local route, Dog Fan, is it? I wish there was a way to see who's in the chat. I think there is a way to see who's in the chat, but I've got too many things in the way of the thing now. Good grief. Right. Yep, South Bank Station. Ah, cool. Well, AWS is kicking off at us for some reason. I don't think we're even going fast enough for it to be a problem, but we got a yellow. We need to be aware of that as we pull into Gillingham. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. I've redeemed a posture check. I don't know how I did that. My posture is awful. There we are. Shouldn't really be applying power under a yellow, but going up the hill in order to maintain the speed, I'll put a little bit of power on. I'll just edge off the power ever so slightly as we come into Gillingham. Because that is a red. So we do need to think about stopping quite abruptly. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Now, what I wish there was at this point, mine is the Glasgow to Edinburgh route, as I'm from just outside Glasgow. Ah, yes. That's a great route. Had a lot of issues initially when it was released. There were a few things that they didn't fix on release. Classic Rivet. But to their credit, they did update it very quickly and fix the things that were broken, and there's been further updates since. I want to turn on the DRA, but there isn't a keyboard button for the DRA, so we'll just do it manually like that. Yeah. Yeah, I was quite fortunate, having been a beta tester, and I'm still in the beta testing group. But I am on a public build at the moment. Quite fortunate to have tested the Glasgow to Edinburgh route alongside some others. It was one I did get to test. Great route, that one. We do have to wait. I'm going to shut the doors while we wait. We are ready to depart. I have to remember to take the DRA off.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Signal is green. We're good to go. I do like that. The train talks to you. It reminds you that certain things are happening and not happening. This screen as well has got a few functions. Not a load. But there are. Some of these do work. That one works. So that gives you information as to which coaches you've got. I can confirm the coding. That one doesn't work. Hauling mode. Slow speed. Right, yeah, let's come off that. So there are things that you can press, and cab air conditioning, we can turn that on. If I can select it, that's on. Aircon with, let's stick that on automatic. So we can mess around with the aircon as well. So that's a thing. This is similar to the TML screen on the whatever class it is on the Glasgow to Edinburgh. I've forgotten the class. Somebody will tell me. I don't know what eco info, that's not working. Options doesn't work. Event overview, I think this one works. No, that one doesn't work either. So there's only a few buttons that work. You can fiddle with some of the buttons on here. Some of these work. Suppress. No, that one doesn't work. Some of them work, some of them don't. It would be nice if there was a few more functions. That one works. Yeah. It'd be nice if there was a few more functions that worked within the cabs on some of these trains. But, yeah, we have got AWS screaming at us now. Just acknowledge that. We've got a yellow. Let's just come off the power. Yeah, we'll do a Glasgow to Edinburgh run at some point. It's been a while since I've done that route. Oh, we've got a red. I'd quite like that to turn yellow. Don't really want to have to stop. That's probably most likely some kind of approach control as we come into Raynham, which is our final destination. That's to stop us from going too fast. The last thing I really want to do is spad. That red signal is there. We could be waiting for that 395 to pull out, actually. Let's see what happens as that 395 comes past us. Is the signal going to change? It hasn't. Just contact the signal. Denied, wait for signal to change. The signal has now changed. We're good to go. So we are approaching, we are going into platform 0. The signal's just told us there. And we're approaching the final destination, and then we'll jump onto Tees Valley with a class 37, especially for dog fan. I need to make sure I'm not going too fast now. We're not going to hit the buffers. I've done that a few times. I've derailed a few times as well. Not on this route. I think it's the Spirit of Steam route I've derailed quite a few times. That's AWS, we don't want that one. Just wait for the passenger to disembark. We are terminating here. And then we'll see what the scores on the boards are. And then we'll jump onto Tees Valley. We'll just change of schedule. Same. Only a silver medal. That's a bit disappointing, never mind. We didn't really speed. Never mind. Right, let's jump onto Tees Valley. To the trains. I have actually removed a lot of content. I do own most DLC, but I've had to reduce it down. I need the space on my hard drive. Tees Valley line, there it is. There's a lot of services I haven't done. Class 37. Let's run a Class 37 service. Empty steel wagons. Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that one. No, let's do that one. I've just picked one at random. I'm going to adjust the weather. I'm going to make it foggy. A bit more atmospheric. There we go. I have derailed a few times. I see. Yeah. Yeah. I've derailed more than my fair share of times, to be honest. It's not a cold start. I like doing a cold start on these. Engine stop. The engine startup sound is worth shutting down for. At the back of the train. Why are we at the back of the train? So we are running a double header. Right, now let's try and remember how to do the... Let's put the master key in. That'll help. Engine only. Then... Ah, we missed it. Never mind. That's now started up. The engine startup sound is the best. Make sure we got the headlights on. We have got AWS, although it doesn't really work on this route. We want the desk lights on, they're on. We are ready to go, I believe. That's still the back of the train. We need to release the brakes. That will help. Something's broken. What haven't we done? There we go. We just needed the brakes to charge. Quite loud. I'm getting wheel slip. There we go. So we've got 37507 and 37517 on a double header. That is a great sound, is it not? Still speeding. Afternoon pop fans. CGT is here. So there has been a change of schedule for those of you just joining. We were going to do East Coastway 313. We're just quickly jumping on to Tees Valley with a steelworks double header. brakes are on. That would help. Take the brakes off, the train goes faster. It's a lengthy train. Something flying around over there somewhere. Right. Got Mr. Baldy Smart Pants. He's our second man. We can open the cab door. That's a bit unsafe. 18 miles to go. We are building up some speed as we go downhill now. This is a quiet bit of the train. Plonk ourselves on there. For a minute. Enjoy the view. Not there's much to view because it's foggy. Let's just go in there. Good afternoon, Vixie Fox. Vixie the Q Fox. There's CDD. There is a way to get AWS working, although it doesn't really work on here. And then do this, and then it starts activating. There are no AWS magnets on this route though. Whether it was they didn't put them in, they didn't have the full implementation at the time they made this route, or at the time the route is set, you weren't really using AWS widely. I can't remember which it is. There is an AWS magnet, it's there. Anyway, it's not really working the way it should. Need to come off the throttle now. The train carry itself. Very angry with myself, just recorded a 45-minute journey on Fernbus, no game sound, going to have to do it all over again later. Oh no. Ah. Yeah, that would annoy me as well. Was that was an error on your part, or hardware failure, or what? These things happen. So I did set the weather to dynamic and then stuck it on foggy. It may or may not get worse. It may clear up. We may get rain, we may get a thunderstorm. Who knows? Let's see. See what happens. Slowly. I'm not entirely sure because I do remember hitting the sound button. Either way, that's not good. We are speeding now. Quite significantly. As we go around this series of bends. Let's hope we don't fall off the track. Slow it down too much now. For some reason, every time I go to the exterior camera, it puts us at the back of the train. 14 miles to go. Luckily still works in our destination. Sun visors today. Is he wearing nail polish? He is wearing nail polish. He's a very up-to-date modern man. Lovely. He's got purple nails. Mr. Baldy Smart Pants has got yeah? Metrosexual, is that the term, is it? I'm being informed that it is metrosexual, that is a term. Anyway, he's got some delightfully coloured nails. Let's not lose our focus. I don't know if I've got some lovely coloured nails. Oh, I'm going to have to fly to the front of the train on this camera. Maybe we can get out. Not entirely sure why it's defaulting to the rear of the train on this external camera. Pass through. Stop that is. Yeah, Tees Valley, is that the Tees Airport? Tees side? We can spot my driver. Are you wearing nail polish? You are not. A good look around. We've got a yellow signal. Ease off our throttle a little bit. I remember one time a train broke down on the train crossing. Broke down? Oh, you're talking about real life. There aren't any mechanical failures in the game. That would be something interesting, though, to have random events in Train Sim World and just have things like train faults and engines failures and things like that. Door faults. That would be interesting. Maybe as a scenario rather than a timetable service. I mean, there are scenarios where you have to go and rescue a broken down train, but actually running a train that literally just stops and breaks down on you. Or, random events maybe. I don't know. These are all things I've suggested in the past to the developers. That's a big fly that's just tried to fly into my face. Go away. Clear off. We're speeding again. Listen, brake. Long, heavy train. I don't run this route nearly enough. Not a bad route at all. I did play this route quite a lot on PS4 when it was on the old TFW 2020. There weren't a lot of routes to choose from then. There's quite a lot to choose from now, which means that some of the older routes don't get played nearly as much. Northern Transpennine, another route that I played a lot back in the day, but haven't touched in a long time. You need to uncouple these vehicles when we get to Lackenby. I keep forgetting how twisty-turny some of this route is. Oh, I've stuck it into emergency. It's all gone wrong. Wait for that to come off now. Posture check. Yeah. Hydrate. That as well. And stretch. You must build up a few channel points, or the channel points are just being awarded like willy-nilly. I need to look at that. Looking after the streamer, of course. So we didn't quite grind to a halt there. Dovetail do like their diggers. Stick them on every rig. And there's only about 3 or 4 of the donkeys. So Dovetail have this thing when they put donkeys into the route. As a thing for rail fans to find. I think there's only about 3 or 4, possibly 5, that I've ever found. I know there is a guide on the forums you can follow to go and look for them and find them. So the Birmingham Cross City line, I know where the one is on that one. South Eastern High Speed, I know where that is. Cole is the other one. There is one more, there's definitely one more. I cannot think what it is. Nope, it's gone. Definitely a few that I found 4 at least, at the most. But I don't really go looking, to be honest. Like, I don't go looking to do the route tasks either. I tend to just prefer to drive. If I've got a bit of time, then I do go and do like the route maps and what have you on some of the routes. I don't make a habit of going looking for them specifically. Just slow down a little bit. Yep. That's me, I thought we were going straight on. We're not. We're scrolling around here. It's just so easy to just stick the engine into full thrash mode and just, yeah, away we go. I'm gonna speed. I'm gonna try and bring the engine back up to speed. We're still speeding. Okay. That is a custom liveried 101. I don't know if that's one of mine or someone else's. No, I know I've done a 101 in that sort of livery. I think it's more one of the other 101s. Different route, not this one. What I'll do is after we've done this run, I'll very quickly show you a few of the liveries that I have created. We'll try and jump into Creators Club and see if we can show them, or maybe jump into Livery Editor or something. But yes, right, I'm just going to run an ad break while I go for a toilet break myself. I'll be back in a minute. Oh gosh. Right, we're back. Let's carry on. It's gone very quiet. No, we're still speeding. Come on. Let's go a bit slower. We're going to stop now. We're going to slow to a stop. Come on. Being reduced to 7.3 miles to go. We're being reduced down to ridiculous speeds. Hydration. I don't want to go too fast because we are only allowed to go up to 45 in a mile. Just sort of cruise along at a happy 40 something miles an hour. We're not under any time constraints because we're not really a timetable service as such. There wasn't really any point me putting AWS on because it's not working. Six miles-ish to go. Not a bad run. Tees Valley is not a bad run at all. Passenger runs are slightly better than the freight runs. Not a lot happens on the freight runs. But they're kind of cool to do when you get fed up of doing commuter runs. Freight runs are alright. 25 miles an hour quite quickly. Should be alright. We're going to come down too much. Quite hard to find the right balance on the braking. Modern trains and that are a bit more forgiving. Let's just have a look at the map and see whereabouts we are. So I think we are near enough to Middlesbrough. I think that's what that's saying. We look at this one. Yeah. We'll find out now as we go through the station. Yep. Passing through Middlesbrough. I've never been to Middlesbrough, but I can imagine this is how it looks. Grey, gloomy. Generally miserable, much like Plymouth is today. A bit grey, a bit gloomy. Wouldn't have thought it was summer. I probably mentioned, regulars to the channel will know that the Tees Valley, and particularly sort of Northumbria and Durham, are ancestral homes of myself. My dad's side of the family comes from that area. So I am fairly familiar with the surrounding area. We're cruising now. I don't want to increase my speed too much. We are having to slow down to 24 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. Come on, brain. In 1.4 miles. So last thing I want to do is just shove the throttle into maximum. Caught out. I think the AWS is working actually. Every now and then I hit this sort of ringing bell-like noise. I think it is working. Nose compartment light. Cab heater. We'll stick that on, it's getting a bit chilly. He looks a bit cold. Turn yours on as well. Yeah. It's a non-functioning switch. We do appear to be building up speed. Last thing we want to do is build up too much speed as we are 3 miles out. Oh. Just a quick stretch. So that noise then, I think that was the AWS. It was something anyway. Miles. We are needing to get down to 25. We are speeding. So I think this is red car. Quite possible. Or at least red car British Steel anyway. We have slowed down far too much. We're going to stop. Get back up again. Come on. I think. Yeah. We are getting close to our destination. Go through these now. The factories. Bring that back up again. A little bit loud. Finally, we're speeding again. We need to get down to 10 miles an hour now. We're pulling off to this one. We're going to leave the throttle on, but not supply too much power, just enough to tick over. Going uphill now. Last thing I want to do is overdo it. We are should be coming into a yard. Where are we? We're there. So we are going down here. That's the yard. And then the line continues off down that way. Yeah, I'm trying to work out whether to run one more sort of semi-quick route. I only think what we could run. Happy to hear your suggestions in the chat as to the next route we should run. I think we'll do one more. I think we've got time. You're all very quiet in the chat. Let's hear from you. Let's have a suggestion as to what route we run next. Although I think Vixie said Glasgow, Edinburgh was her favourite. We could actually do East Coast Way. I'll show you some custom liveries and then we'll pick a route. While we wait for someone to suggest one. Now, one of two things are going to happen here. The brakes are going to come off and we're going to roll, or I'm going to have to apply power and not apply too much. Might just a little bit. We'll apply just a little bit of power just to bring ourselves into the works. Try not to speed. I don't want to I don't want to get to the end and fall off the tracks. I've got to remember I need to decouple these as well. Clean the brakes off. Come on, train. That is a great sound. Not gonna lie. 0.7 miles. 0.6. We are getting close. As you can see, I don't put the marker on. I turn it on and off through the keyboard. It's there. I'm going a bit fast. Going to knock some points off, but not to worry. Really play for the points. Put it into the first application. That'll bring us down in our speed a little bit, 800 yards to go. And we can decouple. And then we bring the locos into the head shunt. Our speed a little bit better. If I leave it there with the throttle on, it should just hold the speed a little bit. Might creep up. It seems to be doing alright. How far have we got to go? 600 yards, give or take. Let's find out where we're going actually. We are going straight ahead. No, we're not. We're going down here. This isn't one of those yards where I've got to set the points, is it? Is it doing it for me? Should be that the points are all set how I need them to be. This is where we find out that they're not. They are. That's good. Last thing I wanted to be going onto the wrong track and leaving the steel wagons where they shouldn't be on the main line or something. That would be quite quite disastrous. I have done that before. I've done it in train life as well. It's gone completely the wrong way. Ended up in the wrong place. Haven't touched that game in a long time. Just over 100 yards to go now. Do need to bring the throttle off, and we'll let the train apply the brakes. We'll let the train roll in just start stopping. 19, 18, 17. No. I thought being 10 yards off might let us do it. It's not going to let us have it. Just roll forward a little bit more. Touch more. That will do. There we are. That's it. Now we need to uncouple the vehicles. Now normally you would climb out. But if you're a bit of a lazy gamer like I am, you do it through the camera, just like that, and then I will just turn this one on because I need to work out where we're going. Straight ahead, right? Release the brakes. Right, we can change to loco braking now. Wait for that to come off. So while we were pulling the wagons, needed a train braking on. Now we're just light locos. We can turn it to train brake, loco brake. Get the right one. We are going a bit fast, and we need to think about stopping. Really need to think about stopping. Anytime you want. We're way past our stop marker. I massively overdid that. Those brakes are screaming. I'm going to have to reverse it now. Right, let's put the stop marker on so we know where we're going. Let's do that. That is there. Come on in. Let's have you. You what?
I haven't seen or heard from Zorro in a while.
He's probably hiding on the bed or something. There we go. How's that done? Only bronze. Ow. Yeah. Only a bronze. Never mind. Right. Let's go to the main menu. Right, we'll jump into livery editor quickly. I'll show you a couple of liveries that I've come up with. If you want to download them, you'll need to go into the Creators Club. Livery designer, that's the one we want. There are 6 liveries available on the first loco that you come to, the class 323. I've only actually done one, and let's have a look. Just quickly show you this one. It's the central livery. Just very quickly. Not a lot on there. I don't think I've actually finished it. That's that one. We'll jump out and we'll show you a couple more.
Oh no, Dad.
Is he under the covers? Where is he? Cat's gone missing. He'll be around here somewhere. Zorro! He'll turn up. He'll be here somewhere. Right, what else? Very, very quickly. What shall we show you? Class 43. We'll show you some Class 43 liveries. That one apparently not working. Not available. I've got to find the right class 33. There are so many locos. Class 43. You can't find them. Okay. 2 seconds and I am going to try and locate the cat and I'll be back. Panic over everyone, the cat has appeared. He was under the child's bed. Hidden so well my partner couldn't see him. What a pain in the bum. You're a pain in the bum, cat. Yeah, you sat here like nobody's business. 8 liveries available here. So we have Colas, we have EMR Red, FGW Barbie. Show you that one quickly. And then we'll jump on a quick route, I think. This is our first Great Western livery that I did. These are on Creators Club, which we'll show you very quickly. If you want to download any of my liveries, they are on Creators Club. Let's go to the online sharing hub. Hopefully this works. There have been times where it hasn't been working. Takes a while to load. Still loading. It's going to take ages to load. Stop rubbing yourself against things, cat. Ah, that's my knee. Thank you. Okay, right. We're not interested in the most. These are the mods. Okay. So these are liveries that we have made here on the Geek Daddy. My liveries. There's a Crimson Fowler. That's for Peak Forest. The 4F in a crimson livery. Then we've got the Cigarettes and Barbie Dolls, which is the cigarette packet livery power cars with the Barbie livery coaches, as often happened at that stage. Then we've got the most iconic one, as featured on Tintin57's YouTube channel, Intercity Blue Class 43. We've got an EMR. We've got a GNER service as well for Midlands mainline it is. Then we've got a few others. LNER, we've got the Colas, we've got Sir Kenneth Grange, Barbie, Merlin, Stirling Castle, and then we have got a few more as well. There's lots and lots on there. If you want to have a look, you need to find my profile up in the top right corner, and you can download them from there. Right, I think we'll do one more route. Let's have a look. Nobody has suggested a route yet, so I'll just pick one very quickly. A quick route. Should we do some Steam? Let's have a look and see what our Steam routes are like. I don't want to do a long one. Yes, fine. That's a 26-minute route. That'll do. I'm bound to mess it up anyway. We'll do that. And then we'll call it a day on the stream, I think. I'm not sure if my chat is frozen. So reset that. Oh, yeah. Unlock the doors. So we are at Buxton. Took a moment for me to work out where we were. We're at Buxton in a Jubilee. This one is called Duncan. Yeah, haven't had Duncan before. The dinner clocks are open. We want that one open a bit as well. That one to be forward. Safety valve is going off. That's quite loud. Yes, that is loud. The injector is the loud bit. Take the brakes off, that would help. This is where we want the injector open. Injector, ejector. That one is open, that's fully open. Now we want to close that again. And we close those. I've got the right lantern head code for ordinary passenger. As you pick up speed, set the reverser toward the central mid-gear position. Yeah, I know. I really dislike that message coming up. I don't need it, and there is no way to turn it off. The only way to turn it off is to do what it says. keep telling you until you do it. You can come on, you can close the regulator a little bit now as we go down the hill. I do apologise for the noise, but these things are noisy trains. It's such a scenic route as well. I love it. One of my favourites. Find a good camera angle for you. I think that's alright. I don't really ever drive steam locos on this route with the internal camera. I tend to just use any of the externals. Yeah, sometimes I go through internal. It's quite noisy. These are probably better views. We smash face first into that brake van. It is only 2.7 miles to peak 5 platform 2. Now we are going downhill. I think this route is mostly downhill. We descend from Buxton. If we're going downhill, I don't really need to have the regulator open. We appear to be losing speed. Should be picking up speed going downhill. See your pressure climbing. Really take out the pressure. Oh, that came out of nowhere. now begin a climb up to peak forest. And we've got some wheel slip. We have to manage things. Quite a lot to manage. The steam loco is much more hands-on. Don't want to go too far. I'll open the reverse there a little bit more. Get some of that pressure off. I probably could have taken this a lot quicker. It's quite a sharp bend. Close that one again. We'll be able to pick up our speed again in a minute. Camera didn't know where to put itself then. Now we can build our speed back up, and we are going to need it for this climb. Let that sit in the corner for a little bit. We are losing pressure, so I do need to bring it down a little bit. 40 is about a good place to have it. Make sure that you're not losing too much pressure, and it stops the message from popping up and screaming at you as well. Starting to pick up our speed now, slowly but surely. So this is one of the main yards that if you're driving the Fowler, the 4F, spend a lot of time shunting back and forth along this yard. It's also where the banking services scenarios take place, where you're helping the 8F up the hill. A lot of fun. I do wish they'd used the 4F for more than just the banking services and a bit of shunting, but obviously there is scenario planner. You can put the 4F onto other routes as well and create local stopping services and all sorts with it. Something I need to do at some point. I do want to put these on West Somerset. We are approaching Peak Forest now. We do need to think about stopping. Move the camera slightly. Get a face full of smoke. Brilliant. left now. Oh no, it's an 8M. There's me incorrectly identifying a steam locomotive. Awful. I do want to pick up the speed a little bit. We are now a minute and a bit late. Standard. Forest is just around the corner. Coming into a nice gradual stop. There's a 4M. Completely blocking my view. Get out of the way. We want to apply a bit more brake so we don't roll back. Put those on. Don't want to open just yet. The safety valve is quite overactive on these, I think. Something needs to be toned down a little bit. Okay, now we open that one. Keep that open actually, and we pull away. And we also release the brakes, that will help. Come on. We're waiting for the vacuum to build up. And then we'll be able to pull away. There we go. And we're getting rain. That's it. That's not going to help. Chapel on Frith, then Chinley, those are our stops, that's it. We're going as far as Chinley today. We're starting to build up speed again now, we're going downhill, so we can bring that back, bring it back to about 30. We'll let our speed build up. although not too much. We don't want to come off the rail. This rain has really developed quite quickly now. Quite a long tunnel. I've forgotten how long this tunnel was. Trying to hold my speed around 50. This is a very long tunnel. Unless the sun has suddenly decided to disappear out of the game. Incredibly long tunnel. Yeah. A very long tunnel. We're not even halfway through it yet. Oh no, we are. We're going this way. Right, over the speed limit again. Really gone dark and gloomy, hasn't it? The weather's changed dramatically. However, we'll get a thunderstorm, but keep our eyes on it anyway. Do you need to think about stopping? Start to apply some brakes now. Oh, there was a clap of thunder, so we have got a storm. It developed. Never mind. Somehow try and keep the train going. Not quite at the station yet. Come on, don't stop. That's not what I wanted to happen. I can just let it roll forward of its own accord now. Don't need to apply too much power. gone too fast and I'm not going to stop. Actually no, that'll be alright. Salvage that. I thought I might overshoot. Alright. Open those. Try and get that the right way round this time. There we are. So 1.5 miles to Chinley, which are our final destination on this run, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Some organ music since we're by the church. It was interesting. I didn't know it did that. Now we're way over our speed limit because I got distracted. Wow, the brakes on fully. I got distracted by that church. Not like me at all. We have got some wheel spin. Now I need to stop. I'm going to spad. That's what's going to happen. Oh, maybe not. I panicked then. That'll do. They're all on the platform, that's good. Any more than that and I would have spad, I think. There's like a random coach just parked there. Not really sure why. Why are we moving? And that's that. At the end of the service. And the end of the stream. I'd like to thank you all for joining. To the new followers for following. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. And I shall see you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye bye.